Aitana Bonmatí wins her third straight Ballon d'Or, celebrated across the world, while Amanda Nunes, the greatest female MMA fighter of all time, retires without a single mainstream award recognizing her dominance. Is this the sports world telling us MMA fighters don't matter? Aitana Bonmatí has cemented herself as a true legend in women's football. 3 Ballon d'Ors in a row, endless praise, endless endorsements, and a global spotlight shining on her every move. Cameras follow her, brands pay her, and every social media post explodes with adoration. Her dominance is undeniable, and the accolades are historic. Now compare that to Amanda Nunes, the GOAT, the fighter who dominated 2 divisions, defeated almost every name of note, and redefined what it means to be the best in women's MMA. Nunes fought in the most brutal sport on the planet, risked her body, her brain, her health, and her very life. She retired undefeated in her prime in some eyes, yet the world barely paused to acknowledge her greatness outside the cage. No red carpet, no glittering award, no Ballon d'Or level recognition. Just MMA fans clapping in the stands while the global sports media moved on. And that's where the controversy lies. Is it fair? Is it just a matter of exposure? Or is it proof that MMA athletes, especially women, are treated as second-class citizens in global sports? Footballers are lauded for skill, teamwork, and wins. MMA fighters are lauded for toughness, resilience, and absolute dominance, but the world doesn't elevate them the same way. Bonmatí's third straight award reinforces her as a household name. Amanda Nunes, still largely a niche icon to casual sports fans. The contrast couldn't be starker. Bonmatí is photographed stepping out of luxury cars. Brands are scrambling to sign her. Interviews, magazine covers, global fanfare. Meanwhile, Nunes' biggest nights were pay-per-view triumphs watched by millions, yet mainstream sports journalism barely covered her victories. Her retirement barely made headlines outside MMA circles, and certainly never in the same league as a Ballon d'Or ceremony. This raises uncomfortable questions about the sport's hierarchy. Are combat athletes undervalued because their sport is violent, too niche, too dangerous? Or is it because organizations like the UFC don't push the narrative as aggressively as football clubs do? Dana White has worked wonders marketing the UFC, yet the world still doesn't see his female champions with the same legitimacy as global football stars. It's not about disrespecting Bonmatí. Her achievements are legendary. It's about highlighting a glaring inequity in the global sports ecosystem. Women like Amanda Nunes break barriers, dominate the toughest sport imaginable, and inspire millions. But when the awards are handed out, when the spotlights shine, they are often left in the shadows. The world celebrates the glamour and accessibility of football, while the brutal excellence of MMA gets sidelined. Consider the impact on aspiring female fighters. They see Bonmatí on stage, draped in gold, celebrated internationally, while Nunes, who risked everything to redefine women's MMA, is barely mentioned outside fight circles. How does that shape the ambitions of young athletes? How does that shape the perception of MMA as a sport worthy of respect, recognition, and equal standing? And let's not forget the men. Male MMA fighters face similar inequities, but the contrast is even sharper in women's sport. Bonmatí's dominance has earned global fame, endorsements, and mainstream media coverage. Nunes' dominance earned nothing comparable. The message is clear. You can be the best in the world, but if your sport isn't football, the world doesn't care. The broader sports economy is at play here. Football generates billions. MMA generates millions. The result? Footballers get awards, glory, and lifetime opportunities. Fighters get trophies, social media mentions, and fight purses, but rarely global recognition. And yet, for the fans who understand, for the fighters who live it, Amanda Nunes' accomplishments are just as monumental, if not more so. So yes, Bonmatí's Ballon d'Or is historic, deserved, and inspiring, but it also serves as a stark reminder. Even the greatest female fighters, even the GOAT, are left behind in a world that values glamour over grit, popularity over courage. Amanda Nunes may be forgotten by mainstream awards, but in the hearts of MMA fans, her legacy is untouchable. The fight for recognition, respect, and equality in global sports is far from over, and Nunes' story proves it more than anything else.